So everybody, this is Chicago Black Delegation.
Take 21.
Take
21. Can you do something for me? Can you speak to the mic next for me? 21.
This is going to be part of the video. What's up, everybody? This is Chicago Black Delegation Podcast. I'm your host, HC, a.k.a. Higher Thinking, and these are my co-hosts. All right.
I want a cooler introduction. You got HTK gang, higher thinking motherfucker.
And we just
don't use no profanity. Dang, man. We have a video we're going to be reacting to. I have no idea what it's about. I'm just going to hit the play button and pray for the best.
Diversity within Africa as the origin of our...
Hold on, man. Hold on. This is actually the smart video. This is like the video people going to learn something. Y'all starting this video on some nonsense, bro. God.
Species
Dang.
And it's gonna
is
dive into
greater
some more bullshit.
than it is between any other two people anywhere else in the world. But because the anthropologists were not thinking genetic diversity, they're thinking skin color. They put them all in one bin. But if you have the most genetic diversity, then in practically every way humans vary, you would find the extreme of that in the African continent. You find the tallest people in the world, Watusi tribe of Africa. How about the shortest people in the world?
Pygmies.
The Pygmies, not even that far away.
Right.
Geographically. They have the same skin color, so the Europeans said these are one group of people, one race. Where might you find the slowest people in the world? Well, no one looks for them. Where would you find? There's no races to find the slowest people. How about the fastest people? Africa. Okay? People of African descent have dominated the long distance as well as the sprint, two completely different physical abilities. Oh, but they're all dark-skinned people. They're all Negroes. Okay? Where would you likely find the dumbest person in the world? Africa. How about the smartest person in the world? Africa.
How about the Egyptians?
The
From
Europeans
Africa.
did not look for people smarter than they were. Okay? And to this day, where they find evidence where that might have been the case, you have people saying aliens did it. Egypt is, of course, in Africa.
Yeah.
Say that shit like
A brilliant civilization. Oh my gosh. While Europeans were still either disemboweling heretics or whatever the hell they were doing, I was even before that, thousands of years ago. So my point is, if you don't look for it and you don't find it and you're going to create a map of humans of the world, you're going to put yourself at the top. That's what you're going to do. And you're going to write things like this. Who do you want to hear from? Thomas Jefferson or Francis Galton?
But all right. So what are we thinking here, guys? Well, first of all, shout out to Black Power. On 3, Black Power. 1, 2, 3, Black Power. Nobody?
Black Power.
Okay.
We didn't practice that.
Right?
We got to practice Black Power, the Black Power fist. All right, that's how
I ain't know we was
that's how bro pack.
I ain't know we was
bro,
breaking
yeah.
the huddle around this bitch. This nigga said 1, 2, 3, Black Power.
Oh man.
I know, right?
Tis. Ain't that man?
I am revolutionary.
What y'all think about Neil Degrasse Tyson on the
like
diversity
Neil
of black,
I like Neil
black
deGrasse
people in
Tyson.
Africa?
I like a lot of his perspective on a lot of things. I don't agree with his a lot of perspective when it came to like time travel. I think he lost his damn mind. But outside of that, all this other stuff, yeah, he be spot on. I like him.
I mean, lying, you know. I mean, Africa is like the greatest continent, so you know, you gotta have the greatest diversity. You know, I mean, I feel like what he's saying is a lot of like no duh. Like the fact that he has to explain to Joe Rogan is like, what is Joe Rogan's like kind of point where he didn't like you didn't know, like you know.
Yeah, that's the thing, man. A lot of people don't know, man. You know,
I think the perspective of what I consider the greatest continent. Like,
I think he's just trying to talk about the greatest diversity. And it's just like, because, you know, what he's more or less is saying is, right, when Europeans kind of came came to Africa, they just see a whole bunch of people with brown skin and they just call us all black. You know what I'm saying? When in reality, there's a lot of diversity in the facial features and genetic structure that separate us from each other. You know what I mean? And then when we, I guess it took until people like separated and it more or less pigmentation diluted and lightened out and all that stuff. When the people as a group lost their pigmentation and became what they are today in this present day and time, that's when they became truly diverse, quote unquote. But like I said, I mean, when you look at the Asians and stuff like that, or not Asians, but like Eastern Asians, like China and Japan and stuff like that. A lot of those people have African roots in it. Like they say that a lot of like the slanted eyes and stuff, and like the jaws and the chin structure and stuff like that. That actually originates from the San people, I was somewhere around South Africa and stuff like that. It's like that. Like a lot of people migrated, and then like their DNA and stuff changed with I guess I don't know if it was the sun to do with it or the things they ate.
Adaptation.
Say it again.
Adaptation to the climate.
Adaptation to the environment. Yeah. So. Like I said, I mean that's just some things that's kind of been floating out there. Is it true? Is it not true?
It's a popular theory. That doesn't necessarily make it true.
Okay.
Like the whole concept that we all came from one race is.
I feel like
I'll take time.
my personal opinion. I feel my bad. You go ahead.
No. You got the hot take, baby. What you got, man? I ain't never heard that shit before. Everybody here normally say, "Oh yeah, everybody came from Adam and Eve because everybody like." What you got, man?
I don't go with the whole theory that every race came from one race. Like that's just it's way too many people in the world for that to be a concept. Because everybody assumes that Adam and Eve was black. There was never a description of Adam and Eve. If they're gonna use that as the arguing point. Did not necessarily describe them. He described their eye color, the skin color, how their hair look.
Well, he made him in the Most High made Adam and Eve in the image of himself, right?
And how do God look like?
He had bronze. His son had bronze feet, and then
he put that's based off where he put his son. He didn't someone like that before he got in the bitch stomach.
Okay. So widely recognized is that they call Africa the cradle of civilization, and it's because we found the oldest human fossils there, and the oldest cultures are also in Africa. So if you are not a believer of the religious origins of people, then the scientific community has offered that, and it's really nothing. It's not much.
Where's Samaria?
Where is Samaria?
Yeah, Samaria. Where were the Sumerians?
Where are they?
Yeah, where were they? Because they are the oldest civilization.
I believe that was the Middle East.
Mm-hmm. So how is Africa the cradle of civilization, which is a popular belief, if the oldest text is found in Jerusalem and stuff like that?
I get what you're saying. So it may be the oldest civilization. We call Africa the cradle of civilization because it's the oldest. We found the oldest human fossil. So that's the oldest proof of human life, which is why they believe that we evolved in Africa.
But if the oldest human life is here, and the oldest text is way the fuck here, then clearly people here before that bones were found.
You said, I'm missing what you're saying.
Because Samaria is considered the oldest, one of the original civilizations that was out before a lot of this stuff.
Right.
And the oldest bones, when they found that, and they, predated,
Yeah.
I think the oldest bones don't compare to the oldest text. So when the oldest text happened after those bones were found, not before those bones were found, well, the oldest text is before those bones were found.
Well, that's not my understanding. I believe the oldest bones predate the oldest text, and the oldest text is only proof of civilization. Previous to like actual intellectual civilizations, we were still humans and we came from somewhere.
But if I was gonna touch on what I was gonna say.
Go ahead.
I feel like, and this is my personal opinion, but like I feel like we came from like the middle of the earth. You know what I'm saying? Like the Middle East, that type of thing, and then we spread out.
Oh man, I thought he was going a whole nother road. When he
You
said-
talk about the percentage.
No.
we were in the earth, and then we just crawled out.
We're crappy. That's my shit.
Terraformers and shit. Keep going on, man.
But no, like I
You
feel
got,
like
bro.
you know what I'm saying, like all the like the nations just spread out to different corners of the earth, and then you know what I'm saying, like they became acclimated to their area,
Right.
and that's how all of that shit came about.
But so, yeah. Well, what he was saying, what Neil deGrasse Tyson was saying, was that you find the greatest genetic diversity in Africa, and that would make sense because Africa is also the land with the most geographic diversity.
Yeah, definitely.
So if there was people in Africa and we did spread out throughout the continent, it's easy for you to get trapped where you are, which is why you maintain those genetic traits throughout all of this time. That's why he said the tallest people are in Africa and the shortest people are in Africa.
Yeah, but I think science promotes the idea that we all came from Africa and spread from there. Why religious texts and proof of such said religious texts shown that we all came from more so the Middle East then.
Right. So if
Because
that's
Babylon is not in Africa.
the case, then you get to choose who you believe.
Well, that's why we are all here to not
Yeah.
agree with each other. So, any closing statements for Neil deGrasse Tyson and his contribution towards pro Black Power?
No, I love Neil deGrasse Tyson. Shout out him.
Yeah, more power to him.
Can I finally get a count of the 1, 2, 3 Black Power this time for real?
This nigga.
All right. 1, 2, 3 Black Power.
Still on
Doing
that?
it too fast.
Yeah, right.
It's been real, y'all. Chicago Black Delegation podcast. We'll catch you on the flip side.
Nigga. Can I not
So
say
the
nigga?
last 7 says you gonna say niggas?
My bad, dog. My bad.